Hi, welcome, real women of Philadelphia. This is Audrey Mack in my kitchen making an appetizer with the star of the show, Philadelphia cream cheese. What we're making today are asparagus wraps. It's a family favorite of ours. Right now I'm going to take the last of the bacon off of the skillet. We have 6 slices of bacon done nice and crispy. I'd already turned that off. We'll let that lay there a little while and cool and get out our star. An 8-ounce box of Philadelphia cream cheese. This has been a family favorite for probably 40 years. My mother used to pore over recipes when she'd have her clubs in. She'd always like to find something new and different to make. And she had a card club, a sewing club, an 8 club. Well, that was 8 people that met at 8 and they ate. So of course she had to have wonderful recipes for that. And one of these recipes are these asparagus roll-ups. Now, first we're going to soften this up a bit. Push it around, get it nice and loose. I think I really learned to enjoy cooking by watching my mother pour over these recipes, and she'd find 3 recipes that were similar and then find the things out of those 3 she liked and put them together. Isn't that what a recipe's all about? Now, we have our cream cheese softened up here. We're going to crumble in our bacon. Well, as I said, I think that some of my joy of cooking came from watching her do this, and the fact that she wanted me to help her with many of these projects, like crumbling up bacon, like mashing up the cream cheese for her. It all makes you feel like you're part of that meal. Now, we're going to get this well chopped up so it blends in well with all the cream cheese. Ooh, those couple are a little hot. Watch the little fingers. I really believe that when children are involved in the food that they're eating, they will eat it because they've had part of it. Now, this, of course, I've said it involves asparagus. Well, when I first was married, my husband, when you'd ask him what kind of vegetables do you like, corn was the list. But he learned to eat asparagus through these roll-ups, as did my children too. Didn't eat very many vegetables until they learned to enjoy these roll-ups. Now, my mother only made these at Christmas time, so she always used the canned asparagus, which is kind of flimsy and mushy, and well, I just don't think that there was much other choices at that time in the 60s. But why, when you're making asparagus roll-ups in the spring, wouldn't you use fresh asparagus? So that's what I do. I blanched some asparagus about 3 minutes and got it nice and cool so it stopped cooking. Now in the winter, if I make these at Christmas, I use frozen asparagus. That works out very nice too. Next job we have to do here is take the crust off of our bread. Another thing that kids can do when they get a little older, my mom let me do this when I got a little older, although any cutting skill kind of worried my mother because I think it looked a little awkward with my left hand. But I still have all 10 of my fingers, so I guess I'm all right. Now this crust, I don't throw this away. I keep this and make bread filling out of it sometime. Freeze it, and then we'll have bread filling with this crust. Don't like to waste all that good bread there. Next job, again, kid-friendly. Here we are. We're going to make, this is fun. Just roll it out flat, back and forth. What kid wouldn't love doing that? Smashing their bread. Whoops, missed a little crust on this one. roll it out. Now I'm only making 6 here just for demonstration purposes. Really this recipe would make 15 nice ones. You could get a little skimpy and do 20, but I think 15 is a good average. Now you just take your cream cheese and bacon, about a tablespoon per slice of bread. You can be pretty generous with this. After all, that's cream cheese and bacon. How could you go wrong with cream cheese and bacon? I think you could. You know what the nice part about cream cheese is? It's so versatile. Philadelphia cream cheese can be used in a dessert as well as something like this. Something that gets the kids to eat asparagus, or the picky adults. Here we go with a spear of asparagus and roll it up, and even the cream cheese acts like glue. See how quick and easy that is. I'm very much for anything that's quick and easy. We women are busy with full-time jobs, and you have children and outside activities that you're interested in. Don't have time to spend hours on these things, but you want it to be nice. So these are just the nicest thing to have for a great appetizer that I'm sure your family and friends will enjoy. Not just at holidays, but any time. Next step that we have to do here is we're going to put some melted butter on the top of the asparagus roll-up. Keep that seam side down. Have to use a little butter in the recipe, don't I, Paula? Well, it makes it really good. It really makes them get nice and crunchy and crispy under the broiler. There we are, all made in what, 5 minutes or less. Only 3 minutes to do the asparagus. We've only invested 8 minutes in this appetizer. Now we're going to put these under the broiler for probably 2 to 3 minutes. Keep an eye on them so they don't get too brown. I happen to have a batch in the oven. Let's get them out and see what they look like. Wow. Oh, golden brown. Let's put them on a pretty platter with you want the little tops hanging out of your bread so everybody knows exactly what is in this appetizer. And it looks so pretty. Let me tell you, this platter will not be full long with this delicious recipe. I hope you'll try it. Philadelphia cream cheese and bacon and asparagus. What family wouldn't love them? Try them. Bye, real women of Philadelphia. Let me eat one before the rest of them get here. Good cream cheese. Bye.